Number 2 asks, is the number 57 prime or composite? So once again, to figure out if a number is prime or composite, we need to find out how many factors it has. So we know that all of these numbers, 1 times itself is the number. So we know that 1 and 57 are both factors of 57. And once again, I see that there is a 7 at the end of this number, which means that it is an odd number, and that means that it's not evenly divisible by the number 2. If I were to test it on a calculator, I'd find that I'm not going to end up with a whole number. I end up with 28.5. So we know that if there's no whole number, that it's not a factor, because there's part of an amount here. So 2 is not a factor. So now we go to 3. And we can do it on our calculator and we find out that it is indeed a factor. 3 times 19 is a factor, both factors of 57. But there's another special way that we can use the numbers in the number 57, the digits, to figure out if it's divisible by 3. So we look at the digits. We don't look at the value of the digits, so we're not talking about 50 and 7. We're talking about the 5 and the 7. We add those two numbers up, and we get 12. And since 12 is evenly divisible by 3, that means that so is 57. So the rule for threes is you take the numbers, the digits in the number, and you add them together. So for 36, we'd add 3 and 6 together. We end up with 9. If the sum of the digits in the number is equal to a number that's divisible by 3, that means that this number is also divisible by 3. If we were to take an even longer number, like 429, we can do the same thing. So we add up the digits in this number. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 9 is 15. If 15 is evenly divisible by 3, which it is, that means 429 is as well. And for the number 57, back to the problem, since we already have at least 3 factors, we don't need to keep going to see if there are any more, because we automatically know that this number is composite.